Hello and welcomes everyone, AnthWolf here with even more Pillars of Eternity. Where we last left off, we had done a quest for Maya here in a salty masked brothel in Andra's Gift in Defiance Bay. Holy hell, that's a lot of description of where we are. We had just dealt with some folks, ruffians, who were dealing with the guests and workers here in the brothel. We've got quite a few things to sell, so let's actually talk to Maya again.
Well met, friend.
I want to order some refreshments and sell you a lot of illicit goods. This will sell the fine items, actually. Fine warbow, yeah, we can sell that as well. Excellent. A bit more coinage, a bit more room in our inventories once again. It's another grimoire. Even more spells that Alof could learn, but we aren't teaching him for some obscure reason. Guess it's just me being stubborn right now. Let's have a look. We don't need this anymore. Let's have a look. How's our experience doing? 17,000. Not bad. Almost halfway to level 7 right now. I have heard a level cap, I think, is level 12. Which isn't bad. Okay, we need to complete our quest. To complete another side quest, we need to speak to Serel. So yeah, is there someone named Serel here? She's 1,000 for the night, but she's worth every pound. Or so they tell me. We'll give you a special rate of 500 to thank you for your help with my little problem. Sure, we'll spend the night with Serel. You'll find her in her quarters. Don't mind the burly fellows at her door, they're just there to make sure everyone has a good time. I'm sure. So what was this all about again? It was is it an Engwithan, like, amulet or medallion or something? Yeah, an Engwithan Medallion. That she got a hold of from one of her customers, I'm guessing. Oh, that's it, yeah, she would rip them off. And then they would split the difference. That was right. Let's quick save. This could... I don't really want it to end violently in a brothel, but I'd rather play it safe than sorry, so we're just going to reposition ourselves this way.
How may I help? Indeed.
On your word. As you say.
Yeah, that'll do. Durance, you were so eager to speak to her, so actually had my main character do it.
Good day, stranger.
Powder almost hides the circles under her eyes, and rouge dust her two prominent cheekbones. Despite it all, Serel is beautiful. She favours you with a smile she must have practiced and perfected. Hello, stranger. Let me make you more comfortable. There's something I need to discuss with you. She runs a smooth finger along your neck and under your chin. Just tell me what you like. It's extra if you want to bring someone else in, though. Your friend Thristwn sent me. Well, he didn't, but apparently he did. He needs that medallion. So do I. I offered him his half of the money, and he refused it. I'm sure he told you all about his broken clan. Did he also tell you that it got him where he is today? I really am sorry for him. But I'll bet you everything he lives better now than he did in Earglen Faith. I've worked for a long time for a way out, and I'm not giving it up just because Thristwn suddenly gotten nostalgic. Yeah, I suppose Thristwn has no right to ask this of you. I'll ask him to leave you alone. Would you? It'd certainly make it worth your while. Let's just leave. We could have made use of the time that we spent for her.
Sure.
And Balmung agrees. But
Right.
I'm not interested in that, to be honest. So to stick my phone on charge, which isn't any of interest to you, my viewers slash listeners. So I had to keep my eye out on my phone here. Hopefully I have actually turned the audio down from it so if I get any incoming messages, we don't all get disturbed. We'll go quickly back up to Brackenbury, just to get the side quest complete, and then we'll come back here to Undra's gift. Stalwart sends a plea for assistance. They've been attacked by ogres and fear they could be sacked any day. Where's Stalwart then? Is that somewhere around here? No. Okay. Sacked by ogres. 12 minutes travel to Brackenbury. Have a sip of tea while we wait. And we need to go over to the Brackenbury Inn, the Charred Barrel. See, I didn't really want to take this quest anyway, but it kind of threw it into our quest log after we spoke to him. See, it's been a long time since we continued the main quest line, hasn't it? Thristwn scowls and fidgets with its rings. I'll get the medallion back without your help. I don't have time for this. Serel believes that she has more right to the medallion than Thristwn. Huh. So why?
How do you do?
Ah, there we go. I was wondering why the quest hadn't updated there. It's supposed we had to accept it before then it got updated. Thristwn, the fancy elf eyes you in your pack. Did you do it? Did you get the medallion from Serel? It sounds like she's worked hard and been fair with you. I won't help you cheat her. He clenches his fingers over the edges of his silken sleeves. I don't want to. I'd give her everything else I had. I just want to help my clan. I don't really want to take an aggressive option, but we have no other choice. Why don't I have Might 16? Fine, let's deal with him. This is... Whoa, hello! What the hell just happened there? What just happened there? Really, what just happened? We attacked him and everyone turned aggressive against us? That's quick load. Oh, we're back here. Had we spoken to Serel yet? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know then.
Hail,
Something I need to discuss with you. Your friend Thristwn sent me. He needs that medallion. I suppose I can offer to buy it from you then. I don't want to kill everyone in bloody Defiance Bay. It's worth £6,000. Really? Ugh, decisions. Fine, deal. She goggles at the bag of coin in her hand. She looks back at you just for a second before reaching into her bodice. She holds a carved Adra medallion by a cord and gives it to you. I could be in a cottage in Brackenbury tomorrow. She looks hopefully at the medallion in your hand. I'm not going to tell you your business, but if you do mean to give that to Thristwn, it would mean a lot to me too. I hope he finds everything he's looking for back home. She pulls a moonstone ring off her finger. Please take this. It's always given me an edge with people around here, but I'm done with that part of my life. Farewell then. +2 resolve. What is our stats actually? Oh, we only have 15 might. What rings do we have? A ring of minor protection. We haven't used Gaunt's Pledge in a long time. Does anyone have a strength ring? Another ring of protection? No. Oh well. We spent a good chunk of our change there. A good half. Well, just under half of our coinage there. I hope Thristwn hopes to compensate us for this. I actually do want to get paid for this quest. Not happily spending 6,000 copper just on completing a side quest. Just to stop us from losing a lot of reputation for Defiance Bay, and because we have to kill a few people as well. Let's go back to Brackenbury once again. Another sip of tea.
You fought for the Deerwood in the Saints' War?
We better grab a couple pints before you get me going on that one.
No complaints here.
Back ourselves over to the Charred Barrel, I think it's called. Let's quick save. This looks like the medallion you're searching for. Thristwn's eyes are as wide and round as the artifact in his hands. You've given my people a gift we couldn't possibly repay. I'll do the best I can now. This is everything I have. Take it, please. Thank you. You'll always be an honoured guest among the shattering spear. Farewell. He hurries out of the inn, his fancy cloak dragging on the ground. We gain a reputation bonus with Trin Elms. Oh, we only gained 2,000 copper. I suppose it's better than nothing. Trin Elms, where is that? Well, oh, it's Trin Elms is kind of made up of these 4 areas. Oh well, I guess we made a bit of our money back and we completed that side quest. What else do we have to do? We need to go to the Ducal Palace. Continue to get to know Durance. We need to go into the Endless Paths for Kana. Defeat the Master below. Find the cliffs for Sagani, and meet the Giant Slayers as a member of the Dozens. And of course, we can use the catacombs in Copper Lane to enter the Temple of Wodica. So we'll activate fast mode once again. Get ourselves... we might as well use this one. Since it's nearby. We'll head ourselves back over to Ondra's Gift. Because there's a few other people we could speak to there. Or they had unique names at least. And we can pop ahead into the Valalian... What's it called? The Valalian Trading Company.
I beg your pardon?
Sorry. Kalu's always telling me to watch my language, especially around the kids. Guess I haven't had a reminder in a while.
What happened?
One of them heard me tell a joke about a glam-felon youth with frostbite somewhere sensitive. Kids repeat everything.
I meant just now.
Jam my thumb. Nothing big.
Right, we need to be heading over this way. Heritage Hill claims another curious soul. That was the crier, if you're wondering why I said that. We have permission to enter Heritage Hill. We haven't yet. Furthermore, that the trade of Engwithan artifacts is strictly forbidden. Oh well. I wonder if he just said that because of what we just did. Is there someone down here? Oh, just a Valalian sailor. That's fine. A couple of more sailors. Maybe another entrance to the trading company. Cartugo!
Hail, traveler.
Come, take a look at my wares. Exotic goods shipped straight from the Republics and Old Valalia. Sure, show me what you have for sale. Rotfinger gloves. Grant second chance, +1 constitution, +1 might, +1 resolve. That's a lot of money, but it's actually extremely good. +2 dexterity. +2 resolve. Wild strike. Some good potion, like health and endurance recovery items. Dragon egg. +3 resolve for 300 seconds. Vithrak brain. The large nailless brain of a Vithrak. Though the Vithrak are known to possess impressive powers of the mind, there is no obvious source for said power on the brain's wrinkled surface. We could have a beagle dog, a small hunting hound, a calico cat, and actually a not dead cat. Awakened Adra, Stego's tooth, dank spores, ogre's blood. Actually, just let's spend a moment looking at our enchantment options. We need... Oh, we need a Vithrak's brain to actually do it. We need to be level 8. And we need a couple of... And we need a sapphire. Adra dragon scale and an emerald. +3 damage reduction against slashing. We need... do we have any plate armor lying around? That's what we need. Can we just enchant it? Oh, bugger. Can we enchant this from here? Tempting, +2 more damage reduction. By itself, it's not great. Oh well, never mind. Hello, Metal. An old man paces the dock and looks out over the water. He's fussing over something large and round, which he constantly shifts from one hand to the other. You're not certain whether his wide-eyed, gape-mouthed expression marks surprise or fear. It seems he isn't either. You, don't look like a god. Say, you wouldn't be interested in making some coppers, would you? He shows you the object in his hand. It's a large round opal with Engwithan runes carved into it. It glistens with his sweat. See the ship that went down there? I've been looking for someone to help me recover some missing cargo. Tell me more about it. We started in cold morn, and were making our way down the river, loading and unloading as we went. Business as usual. What exactly happened? When we reached Ada's Rest, we may have agreed to take on a few crates of some place called that's a word. Caliban Relag. A couple of the lads snuck a peek at the cargo, saw suits of armour and a broken scepter. Don't know why anyone would have broken anything, but these animancers will buy dirty stockings if you say they came from the ruins. We were almost at Defiance Bay when the screaming started. I've seen my share of barroom brawls, but this sounded different. I was topside with the captain, but he and the first mate went below decks to see what the commotion was about. When they didn't come back, I looked into the hold. I saw one of these suits of armour, walking around all by itself. It was covered in blood. When it saw me, it started running for the hatch, so I closed it. How did the ship get here? I'm just a deckhand, but I was the only one left. I piloted the ship as best I could, but I hit the rocks just as we were passing Brackenbury. I barely made it to Andra's Gift before I had to jump overboard and swim for the docks. I had given up on the cargo, not to mention the payday, when one of the lads pulled up this in his nets. Shows you the opal again. It's part of that scepter. From what I recall, there are 3 other pieces, and I bet you anything it's somewhere in the shallows too. If anyone could find them, there'd be a profit to follow. It just so happens that I've already found the missing pieces. You mean you got past those armoured monsters? I don't know how. Listen, if you'd be willing, I'd give you the last piece, and the name of someone who'd buy it all. All I want is £200 for getting the cargo here. You want £200 for locking the rest of the crew in the hold and sinking the ship? Look, how about 100? I'm just trying to get by until the next job. Fair enough. He accepts your money and gives you the opal. It's still warm from his hands. You'll want to go to the Brackenbury Sanitarium and find Nans. She'll know about this artifact, and I know for a fact she's brought them from our crew before. Anything else you need? Immatil doesn't sound like a Diawodian name. That's because it isn't. I'm from the Ixmetal Plains, a broad savanna north of the Deerwood. Not so different from the ocean in a way. There are places where you can stand and turn a full circle and see nothing but the winds making waves in the grass. But at moments like this, I wonder what business a plainsman like me has had taking to the water. Farewell then. Clandestine cargo. So we have all the pieces of the scepter. I wonder if we're going to get told off. Oh, it's not actually a quest, I'm guessing. Oh, we may as well talk to these 2 individuals before we continue exploring. Omadon McNeely and Morse Somus. You see a man probing at a lock, hunting for the click 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 of success. It takes him more than a moment, but there it is. Click. He turns the needle further. Click. A smudge more. Click. His smile is all smug self-assurance as he pushes into the well-fortified building. He shivers as he steps over the threshold, pupils contracting briefly as the door swings shut of its own accord behind him. Locked. He moves through the silent building. No subtlety in this search. He pockets nothing, despite the slack-jawed ache on his face as he passes over jewellery and potions alike. Nobody stops him as he slinks from room to room. He is alone, uninterrupted in his search. Finally, In a dingy, dust-encrusted room he finds a trapdoor, carelessly hidden beneath a fraying carpet. The lock is rusted, old and crude, and breaks with ease as he takes his sword hilt to it. He whistles through his teeth at the collection before him. Hammers of Adra, obsidian blades, and dragon-scale armour. He replaces his sword with an enormous symboled blade of black, and takes as much else as he can carry. Dropping the trapdoor back down, he hears a wailing, piercing screech. Panicking, he tries to run, but his collection is too heavy. He curses, dropping all but the sword, and scales a bookcase to a barred window. He smashes the glass with his sword and begins to bash at the old iron bars. Shouting in the distance, renewing his desperation, and with a great clang the bars fall from the window. He squeezes through the opening, every inch of exposed skin cut with glass, and runs, the obsidian blade on his back, glowing intently in the dark night. And Moors. You see a man lying on a mat, restless in sleep. He tosses about, unable to claim total peace. Behind his lid, his eyes dart about, and small moans of distress escape his lips. He rolls around, moving from lying on his back to his side, to his back again, sweat standing out on his forehead. The door to his chamber slowly opens, a weak light from the hall outside falling across the sleeping man's face. This man, much younger than he is now, steps lively into the room. His feet rise and fall as he crosses the floor with calculated precision, never once making a sound. He approaches the man on the mat, slowly raising 2 daggers as he does so. He stands over the man, staring down at him, intense hatred burning behind his rocky features. He doesn't move, a statue poised to strike at the man's bedside. The man's eyes fly open, blinking in confusion, trying to drive the sleep from his mind. He sees the boy standing over him, daggers at the ready, and the blinking stops. Terror replaces the confusion, and he only has time to say one word, "You," before the boy is on him. He drops, planting a knee in the man's neck, and plunges one of the daggers into his stomach. The boy leans over, tilting his head back to reveal a large black scar that cuts across his neck from the right side of his jawline to the left collarbone. The man gurgles and makes a muffled coughing sound, trying to speak through his crushed windpipe. The boy looks at him again, locking eyes and holding his gaze as the man slowly slips away. Then he lifts both daggers and brings them down into the man's eyes. Flippin' hell! You weren't happy. Whatever he must have obviously scarred you in some way, but yeah. So we have this like kind of jetty to follow.
A dozen Adiran ships were shattered against these levees during the War of Defiance. Best to heed the astrologers, I find, where tides are concerned.
Place gets my blood beating in all the right places.
Thanks, Durance. Morseno. This lanky young sailor is whinging his cap anxiously, sweat beading on his furrowed brow. His eyes widen as you approach, and he takes a few steps forward.
Hello.
If you have a moment, you're not from around here, right? You don't look like you're from the docks. I could use your help. What seems to be the problem? Oh, thank you. They weren't lying, seeing you're a kind-hearted sort. It's the captain, or rather, not the captain itself, but his chest, his sea chest. He keeps all his valuables in there, tucked away safe. I was unloading it with the rest of the things, what with us staying in the port a couple of days, and I may have gotten a little distracted. I wasn't gone long, just an hour at the salty mast. When I got back, the chest was gone. It really hasn't been that long. Whoever took it can't be too far. But the shift's changed and I'm on watch. I can't sneak off to look for it, and the captain will kill me if he hears of it. I'll get strung up on the yardarm. Please, if you could get it back from me, I swear by the flame, I'll make it worth your while. You can have my pay. I won't be spending it if the captain Fort Nero finds out anyway. Any idea where the thieves may have taken it? Well, the chest itself is pretty heavy. no one I've asked has seen it getting carried around either, so I figured they must have snuck off with it somewhere nearby, just out of sight. They can't have gone far. There's a pretty good lock on it too, so I'm hoping they haven't got it open. Unless they take an axe to it, I suppose. Oh god. If they haven't got it open, I really am done for. So, we have a quest to find a missing crate. And we have another crate here, but it would probably use up most of our remaining lockpicks. Moss, I know a young sailor has confided in me that Captain thought a Nero's sea chest was stolen whilst he was distracted. It's unlikely they have made it out of Andra's gift. I haven't seen a chest in my travels, but we have walked into a few houses. Oh, this is a way to the lighthouse. We have yet to investigate that. We've heard about it being turned off for some reason. Now hiring builders. No experience needed.
Greetings.
As you approach, she eagerly turns to you. You interested in doing some construction work? Pays good money. I take it you're having trouble finding workers. Workers who aren't superstitious cowards anyway. I offer good coin, but as soon as I tell them about the job, they say an oath to the Lady of Lament and spit over the dock. They all think the lighthouse is haunted, ever since the flood of Andra's gift. Echoes of the war, the flood certainly claimed enough souls to pack a lighthouse full to bursting. Have you gone inside? Who, me? Not exactly. See, my health is rather delicate and all that dust. Alright, when I saw two of our Morna deckhands running as fast as they could down the pier, I lost my nerve too. I could take a look. Good, about time someone put an end to this foolishness. She rummages through her pocket and pulls out a skeleton key and hands it to you. Just be careful. Not that I believe the ghost stories, but it is an old building, so watch your step. I have some questions. Do you know what might be inside? If only. It's been uninhabited since they flooded Andra's gift. What are you building then? An inn, allegedly. The gift needs a spot with a little more class than the Salty Mast. This district has been in the dumps since the War of Defiance. It seemed ready for some fresh development, so imagine my excitement when I find this place. 3 floors tall and right on the water. For sale at a reasonable price. The seller suggested that there were other interested buyers, so I closed the deal before I'd taken time to really look into it. Being from New here, Ma, I knew about the floods, but I didn't know anything about the superstitions surrounding the lighthouse. And the seller was long gone by the time I found out. At this point, it'll be a miracle from the Lady of Lament herself if I make my investment back. Okay. Farewell then. So yeah, we picked up a quest to investigate the lighthouse. I'm guessing it was locked with this skeleton key. So we have a quest to find this Captain Fort and Nero's chest. I'm thinking we're probably going to check out the house here. Kulfik's house, and then maybe pop our head into the Valalian Trading Company. That's the only few places I haven't checked out where the chest could probably be. Obviously, we had Kulfik there. We had 2 individuals here, but I think we just were staring at their souls. I'm not too sure. Anyway, we'll leave it for the next video. We'll do a bit more exploration. And then, of course, as I say, we have the Trading Company and we have the lighthouse now to investigate. So, as we get through our side quests, we are picking up even more. So, yeah, we're not going to be continuing the main storyline for a little while longer. But we'll see how it goes. This, of course, has been AnthWolf, and this is Pillars of Eternity. I hope you've all enjoyed. Feel free to comment below if you so desire. And I'll see you for more in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye now.